Men's soccer is at the top of the conference. Volleyball faces a nationally ranked opponent, and an Owl field hockey player keeps moving up the scoring charts. Those stories and more next on Inside Owl Athletics. Welcome to the show. I'm Matt Holderman. Men's soccer has the #1 spot in the Little East Conference. The Owls are 2-0 in the LEC after knocking off Castleton Wednesday night.
The Owls got out to an early lead when Henry Cummins scored his first career goal in the 5th minute of the game. Emmanuel Smith got the assist. Then, Smith got a goal of his own a bit later to make it 2-0 Owls. Keene State would wrap up a strong first half with a third goal. This time, it was Josue Asantha getting his first career goal. The Owls led 3-0 at the half. The second half saw more competitive play between the two teams. Castleton would score 1 goal, but couldn't muster any more than that. Keene State grabs the win 3-1. Coach Rick Scott says he's glad to have the win, but he'd like to see more of a complete game from his team.
We're happy with the way we played the first half, but we got to put teams away. You know, we can't be messing around. They fought their way back in. We had a little adversity. We're missing 2 or 3 guys, key players in the second half.
With the victory, the Owls now have an overall record of 8 wins and 2 losses. One late goal was the deciding factor in the men's game Saturday. Bowdoin's Hayden Weatherall found the net in the 81st minute. Owls lose 1-0. The women's soccer team started their 4-game homestand with a loss against Salve Regina on Wednesday night. Inside Owl Athletics' Tyler DeRosa was at the game.
Keene State outshot the Seahawks 22-7 on the night, but it only resulted in 1 goal.
That goal came from defender Maggie Vogt, the first of her career. The Owls took that 1-0 lead into the half. The Seahawks came out firing in the second, and just 14 minutes in, got a goal from Kara Cody. Molly Breslin would score the go-ahead goal for Salve Regina almost 10 minutes later. The Owls had a chance to tie up the game in the final seconds, but the shot would just go wide, and Coach Lyons says her team needs to work on making shots on goal count.
On the back of the net. I mean, I think it's not from lack of trying. We're working very hard. The intensity's there. We're finding each other with the final touch in the final third.
With the loss, the Owls are on a 3-game losing streak, but they have a chance to get back on the win column when they host Western Connecticut on Saturday. For Inside Owl Athletics, I'm Tyler DeRosa.
Saturday, the Owls rallied late but could not pull out a win at Bridgewater State. Jordan Abashano scored in the 76th minute, but the comeback stalled there. Owls lose 2-1. The field hockey team has suffered its first conference loss of the season. Plymouth State came out Tuesday night and scored the first 3 goals of the contest. The Owls rallied with a pair of goals in the second, but it wasn't enough to avoid the 3-2 loss. But Saturday, the Owls had no problem with Eastern Connecticut. Goalkeeper Rachel Loseby had a pair of saves to keep a clean sheet. Her effort was matched by strong offense. 5 Owls scored in this one, including Nina Bruno, Erica Chareth, Clara Hunkins, Kayla Klein, and Kelsey Roberts. Owls win 5-0. The Owl volleyball team put on a dominating performance at conference rival Castleton Wednesday night. The Owls swept the Spartans 3-0. Brianna Azanaro had a career-high 26 assists. Megan Palmer and Allie McLaughlin each had 11 kills. The team split a pair of games on the road over the weekend. Nationally ranked number 17 Babson swept Keene State in the tri-match opener. But the Owls rebounded in the second match, sweeping Smith College by the same score, 3-0. The Little East Conference is honoring 2 Keene State field hockey players this week. Senior defender Allie McCall is the conference defensive player of the week. Her strong defense helped the Owls hold all opponents to a scoreless week. Teammate Rachel Loseby is the conference goaltender of the week. Loseby has 3 shutouts so far this season. That success streak has also earned Loseby Owl Athlete of the Week honors. She made 5 saves alone in last week's game with Castleton. She's joined by offensive teammate Nina Bruno. Her goals last week moved her to 2nd place in the Keene State record books with 153 points. This is Western Connecticut weekend for the Owls. 4 different teams will be facing off with the Colonials. 3 of those games are here at home Saturday. At noon, volleyball hosts Western Connecticut in Spalding Gymnasium. Down at the Owl Athletic Complex, women's soccer kicks off with the Colonials at 2, and field hockey starts at 2:30. Men's soccer will be on the road at Western Connecticut in a rematch of last year's LEC championship game. That game starts at 1. Volleyball is back at 4, taking on Westfield State. And cross country will be hosting the annual Keene State Invitational. Racing begins at 11 Saturday morning. You can stay up to date on all scores and schedules through the Keene State Athletics website. Go to KeeneOwls.com for the latest schedule updates. Again, that's KeeneOwls.com. That's all for this week's show. For all of us here at Inside Owl Athletics, I'm Matt Holderman. Thanks for watching.